Hi friends, welcome back. So I want to share a comment from a Tesla bull on a Tesla video I recently made. This is coming from Fun Viral Vids just 13 minutes ago. It says, Chris Norland, congratulations, man. You have one of the biggest stupid fan base I have ever seen. This is a big milestone. YouTube should give you some kind of trophy for this. How stupid these people are. Is this group of mentally slowed people? Or what is this? So I want to have a chat with you about Tesla stock, Elon Musk, and financial advice you get on YouTube. Word of caution, please be careful out there. And oftentimes people ask me, hey Chris, where's the SEC? Why aren't they governing all of this stuff? And the simple answer is there's just too much craziness going on all the time. The SEC can't possibly watch everything, every minute, every tweet, every YouTube video. It's just too much, right? And this is essentially why we have a community to essentially help each other navigate this crazy world. So check out this headline that just came out recently. Elon Musk still needs lawyer approval to tweet about Tesla, says Supreme Court. And if you don't understand what we're talking about here is okay, you're the CEO of a publicly traded company. Do you have the right to just tweet out anything that you want all day, every day? Let me give you an example here, guys. So again, people ask me about this stuff all the time. Why aren't people looking into this stuff? Why isn't the SEC, et cetera? Well, in fact, in 2018, so it was a while ago, Elon Musk charged with security fraud for misleading tweets, right? So the SEC does watch this stuff, but again, there's so much stuff to track. And then Musk is actually was appealing this thing. That's why the Supreme Court got involved. And we're talking about, again, lawyer approvals. Let's go over the details of this if you guys are unfamiliar with the story. And this is sort of to help new people to the market if you don't know this stuff. This is how crazy the world that we live in, though. Here it is. So the case stems from tweets Musk posted in 2018, which he claimed he had secured funding to take Tesla private. So again, you're the CEO of the company. You're like, yo, I got some money. We're going to go private. And some people then take financial actions based on stuff that you tweet. So you can see here, the tweets caused the company's share price to jump and led to a temporary halt in trading, right? There was a frenzy. The settlement with the Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, included a requirement, right? Requirement that his tweets be first approved by a Tesla attorney. It also called for Musk and Tesla to pay civil fines over the tweets in which Musk said he had, quote, funding secured to take Tesla private at $4.20 per share. The funding was not secured and Tesla remains public. And so this is essentially the sort of thing that some of these people do is, well, I'm going to push the rules and all I have to do is just pay a fine. And frankly, it's crazy. I mentioned this, guys, several times, and I just mentioned again, this is sort of why we need a community to help each other navigate this stuff, because even CEOs of publicly traded companies will just tweet out random nonsense. Let me give you an example here. You guys may or not know about this, right? So Elon Musk was part of the Dogecoin pumping stuff. He even got sued, right? And they accused him of insider trading. This is the kind of stuff we have to deal with, and moreover, it's even going on today. And as I said, guys, it's so much for the SEC to cover. Here's another one. Elon Musk says Reuters is lying in reporting Tesla's scrap plan for a low-cost car. And, and this, we're talking about insider information, right? I don't know exactly what's going on inside Tesla. Is Musk telling the truth of what's going on inside Tesla? Do you guys see what I'm saying here? And this is sort of why we need a community to navigate this stuff. When I saw the reporting from Reuters, we read through everything. It all sounds pretty legitimate. Musk just says, yo, you're lying, but doesn't give any details. And again, this is sort of why we need to cover stuff together. The other thing that's really crazy about this stuff as well is when you do have discussions on social media / Twitter, YouTube, etc. Sometimes, and this is where you don't know, sometimes people are purposely lying, right? They literally purposely spread misinformation. They use bot accounts also, etc. Or sometimes they're just frankly too stupid to know what the truth is. And I hate to use the word stupid, but it's sad. I don't know what else to say. It's kind of like if I wake up in the morning and I say, oh, the share price of this particular company is fake. And some people make videos about this stuff, and it's like, I don't know what you're talking about. I can literally see it right here in front of my eyes, and it's a weird world we live in. And again, you got to be careful who you trust, who you listen to, etc. I want to show you another example that's been going on recently, and sort of why we're covering this stuff today. I mean, there's a lot of stuff always I cover every day. But recently, for example, and I guess Qualcomm had something there, but it says here, Tesla shares dropped nearly 6% after Musk cuts 500 jobs in the supercharger team. And I told you guys before when I first saw the story about the layoffs, I was like, oh my God, is this real? Is this just a rumor? Because it just seems so unbelievable. And so I checked around to be sure. The thing is with the stuff like this, some people, don't check, or some people wait for Elon Musk's approval to basically repeat what Mr. Musk says. So, for example, this really goes on. This is the Farzad guy. So he's one of the Tesla stock promoters / pumpers. And essentially he makes a video every day, right? So you can see here, 3 days ago, he made a video about China. Musk is awesome, and Musk is awesome again. And oh my God, Musk is in another growth raise, and Tesla's awesome, etc. Bad news comes out about Tesla, which is a major story, right? So if you follow Tesla, you should be talking about the supercharger stuff. It's a big deal. 500 people got fired. Farzad does not make a video for 3 days, doesn't even mention it in his latest video. He's like, oh yes, EV skeptic buying a Tesla. So that's kind of what the average pumper does. Someone like a Farzad, if it's something like bad news, they just basically don't mention it or reiterate what Elon Musk says. Let me give you another example. This is sort of why I'm warning you guys about people on social media, because a CEO of a publicly traded company will just tweet out stuff that's nonsense, let alone you have people on social media also essentially repeating this nonsense. It's crazy. Here's an example. So this is the backwards baseball hat guy, right? The solving money problem dude. He basically builds this whole channel on just saying, hey, Kathy Wood is right, Elon Musk is right, buy Tesla stock. That's what he does over and over again. And I want to illustrate this to you for you guys. You always got to document this stuff because it's important in case the SEC comes a looking. So take a look at this. So this is an example of what we're talking about here. So this is Kathy Wood speaking. She's going to be speaking about Tesla stock and how they're going to have robotaxis and it's going to be worth like $8 to $10 trillion. I want you to hear it for yourself. So take a look.
Robotics, autonomous vehicles are robots. Energy storage, they will be electric because costs are coming down with this new technology, and artificial intelligence. They'll be powered by AI. We believe that entire opportunity is going to generate revenues of $8 to $10 trillion in 2030, half of which will go to the platforms like Tesla. Tesla is the biggest artificial intelligence project in the world, we believe, as it moves towards this goal of autonomous taxi networks.
Now, I know this is an extremely controversial opinion, but she is, in fact, correct. Of course, what would I know? I'm just some idiot on the internet, like this idiot on the internet called Elon Musk. Who's that? I don't know who this guy is. He's obviously an idiot too, but he also seems to agree, reposting this clip with the comment, as Kathy Wood states, Tesla is the biggest AI project on Earth. But hey, what would this idiot, Elon, who is this guy? What would he know? Some idiot on the internet as well. Definitely safe to ignore this. In fact, please ignore this because I'm still buying Tesla stock and I'd rather continue buying it before people have figured this out.
So that's his cool guy's strategy. And I just want to point this stuff out. Be careful out there, right? So his whole channel is being sarcastic. Elon Musk is awesome. Kathy Wood is awesome. Buy Tesla stock. That's the whole message every time. And it is ridiculous because, frankly, people like to hear this kind of stuff. They want to be pandered to. They want to hear good news. And again, I warn you, be careful of the stuff that you hear. Sometimes people are purposely putting out crazy stuff. Like, for example, in this situation, as I go over another video, Kathy Wood saying like the robotaxi stuff is going to be worth $8 to $10 trillion. It's like the math doesn't even, it's just such a ludicrous thing. And I go through the stuff with you guys. But the thing is, though, if you're a new investor, if you're new to the market, you don't know. You don't know that $8 to $10 trillion is like a ludicrous number. You have no idea. That's why I have to go over this stuff with you and protect you because, frankly, the people like this, the pumpers and promoters, way outnumber people like myself that want to give you the truth and help you because, frankly, this is what audiences want. They want to be pumped up for whatever reason. It is what it is. And I'll tell you guys, the SEC does watch this kind of stuff, but there's just too much of it to cover, right? So here's another example. SEC charges 8 social media influencers in $100 million stock manipulation scheme promoted on Twitter. I cover this in a separate video, but I just want to say when people ask, where's the SEC? They do cover things, but it's just too much, right? They can only basically go after the biggest fish. Here's another one. This was back in 2015. So it happens, but just not that often. SEC charges false tweets sent to stocks reeling market manipulation. So I guess there's some guy and he was like, made a Twitter account that was fake and then it was saying bad things about companies, etc. And then stocks go down. So what's interesting though about this stuff, and this is the world that we live in as well, is these social media people, they also have relationships with Elon Musk on his platform, Twitter, right? So here's another complication. The CEO of a publicly traded company, Tesla, right, also owns a social media platform where they can control the algorithm, boost certain posts, downplay certain posts, etc. It is crazy. And also too, the people on social media get money / benefits if Elon Musk retweets you, if Elon Musk comments on your thing. And I've showed that in other videos as well, right? So I want to show you guys this because someone asked me about it, and it's just kind of a funny situation. So one of the big pumper dudes put out some stuff that Elon Musk didn't like. So basically just, talked about this particular story, right? The cutting the supercharger team. It says here, Elon Musk unfollows Tesla investor Sawyer Merritt over alleged confidential information leak, right? And basically, someone asked Elon about it. So if you don't know what we're talking about, we're talking about the Sawyer dude. So this is one of the king pumpers of Tesla stock. He even puts in his profile, my posts aren't financial advice, which is so ludicrous because clearly they are, along with many of these other people, like the one person I just showed you where he's just like, hey, buy Tesla stock. Here's the other thing is he put out a story because he puts out tons of Tesla information all the time, and Elon Musk didn't like it. So it says here, curious, Elon, why unfollow Sawyer? I suspect he breaks more news on Tesla than what employees are telling you half the time. And then here's Elon Musk's response. Don't post leaks of confidential information and expect me to follow. And hence Elon Musk then unfollowed Sawyer. And it became a whole drama because this actually matters. Elon Musk does not follow that many accounts. We can actually check how many he's following today. It's not that many though. He has, this is Musk here, he has 881 million followers. He follows 587 people, so just not that many people. And so then you had all these people on social media like begging Mr. Musk to refollow them. That's how crazy the world that we live in. But I just want to understand like why it matters so much is because this stuff is worth money. If you don't know, on Twitter, they get ad revenue share, right? And also too, they get subscribers. And I think you can subscribe to people on Twitter for like $5 a month or something like that. And again, whoever Elon Musk decides to pump up on social media gets benefit, right? More views, more likes, more watch times, etc. You get more money, and that's essentially what we're talking about. And then the Farzad dude is like, please, Mr. Musk, please, refollow Sawyer. Sawyer does fantastic work. Keep everyone abreast on EV news, especially Tesla, and has been quite diligent throughout my experience. I'm sure it wasn't done malicious intent, and I hope you reconsider in the future, right? So please, Mr. Musk, please follow him again. And I'm happy to report, well, I'm not happy, but it's a joke. But as of now, I think Mr. Musk has refollowed Sawyer, in case you were worried. Let's see here. Yes, there's Mr. Musk. He's now in the following Sawyer camp. So drama averted, but I'm making jokes here. But I want you guys to understand, though, that the stuff that happens on social media, there's a couple of key points. So one is, don't necessarily believe everything. In the situation of Mr. Musk, and this is again a CEO of a publicly traded company, he was tweeting you stuff that, hey, we're going to go private. Now, recently he's tweeting you stuff that, Reuters is lying about stuff. And then lately it's been like, hey, we're going to have some, big announcement by 8/8, and who knows? And again, to sort of answer your question, and people often ask this, where's the SEC? And my answer is they're there. There's just too much stuff for them to cover every single day. And then the other problem that you have too with someone like a Mr. Musk is that, like, if you crack down on every single tweet, right, you waste all your time on one particular person, and then all the other scammers and criminals out there can run wild, right? There's just almost only so much that they can do. And the other thing is too, as well, which is also a big point, is people like Mr. Musk, or it's not just Musk, but many people out there and big companies, etc., or big people, etc., have lawyers on their payroll, right? And they can essentially tie you up forever. And the SEC, again, only has limited resources. So this is sort of why I call for members of the community to help us out here and basically decipher the truth of these things, right? Figure out what's going on in the world. I make this very clear several times. I just want you guys to be educated and informed. That's my goal. Most of the other channels out there, they have a particular point of view of like, oh, you have to buy this thing, you have to buy said thing. And I find that really, really questionable. And again, be very careful out there. So thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you next video.